Hello baseball fans and welcome to the latest baseball adventures of El Tipo. El Tipo here, and it's the big day. We've been waiting for this day as long as, since they announced it was going to be here. We are at Marlins Park for the 2017 MLB All-Star Game. And boy, are we going to have some fun. You're going to hear the music in the background. So let's go check out what's going outside before we walk into the park. So we're just going to go to the All-Star Sponsor Zone. Why are we going to the All-Star Sponsor Zone? Well, they're giving away free stuff here. Like, for example, the 5-Hour Energy booth, where the new flavor is 5-Hour Energy Extra Apple Pie. I bet it's delicious. I've had a few of those already because they kept just giving them away over at the Fan Fest. Awesome. We have Nathan's Hot Dog, and if we come over here to go to see Nathan's Hot Dog, Nathan's Hot Dog, look at that. Free weenies. I'm going to take me a free weenie. Thank you so much. That's a delicious free weenie. And you get to check out the 72 Hot Dog Hall of Fame belt. And I'm going to try to get through this crowd because you have little kids pitching, little kids hitting. Over here we have Budweiser's Bar. Excuse me, guys. Budweiser's Bar, where you can decide on which is the better tasting Cuban sandwich, Miami or Tampa Bay. Now we all know it's Miami, and I'll tell you why later on. Got a little thirsty. If you're a little thirsty after the hot dog, bam, Budweiser beer. Then we go all the way to the Coca-Cola station. Coca-Cola station, what's the Coca-Cola station have? Well, they have free samples of Cherry Coke, Coke Zero, Coke, Cherry Coke Zero, Coke Light, and Diet Coke. Now, after all that, let's say running around like I am, I'm a little tired, I'm a little hungry. You come over here to the Coca-Cola station and you get yourself either some pretzel bites or a slider. That's all before you even walk inside. Now, I said this place was heavily gated off. That's because there's more inside on the other side of that gate. So we're gonna get in line because it's a long line. Now we're gonna go check out what's inside Marlins Park. All right, guys, we just passed the security checkpoint. As you can see behind me, you have the All-Star merchandise tent. Now, if you go inside, you check out all the cool All-Star merchandise they have for this game. Now, not only do they have the All-Star merchandise tent, of course, you go check out the regular team store. And for all those who want to party, I know this is Miami, everyone wants to party. We have DJ playing some nice beats. Done with the checkpoint, done with the store, partying with the DJ. Let's get inside, folks. All right, so yesterday's workout, the players got a few batting practices, kids were having fun. Well, most of the times at baseball games, ballparks open an hour and a half before first pitch, and the game's at 8 o'clock. Well, today they opened at 4:30, and one of the main reasons they opened at 4:30 is batting practice again. I mean, if you get here early enough, you can get your National and American League batting practice. We got some kids over there getting some signatures and getting some balls. I mean, I highly recommend getting here early just because of the long lines and everything just to get into the park, but you get to see cool things like that. All right, guys, here you go. So I went to go get this now as soon as I walked in, because as soon as I walked in, I've been in this place for about 15 minutes. The park's only been open for about 30 minutes, and already they're on order number 41. Now, I know, you guys have waited for this. How good can this really be, you're asking yourself? Because I've teased at it for so long. I've talked about it going to other ballparks and having this exact same meal and saying, no, Taste of Miami is better. Well, told you I was going to save it for something special. And what can be more special than the All-Star Game? I went and got Latin America's Grill Cuban sandwich. Ham, cheese, mustard, pickle, pork, Cuban bread, pressed. All those other cities can claim to have the best Cuban sandwich, but nothing compares to the goodness of a Marlins Park Latin America Cuban sandwich. Now during the Futures game, I showed you guys this section at the beginning of the video, how they make custom-made jerseys over here in section 31. But what I didn't notice is they also make, that's right, customized bats. For only $100, you can get your name on a custom Louisville Slugger Miami All-Star Game bat with your favorite team. All right, guys, time for a tip from El Tipo. Now, my tickets are in section 311. Now, all you people who've been to Marlins Park are wondering, what's section 311? That's easy. It is the very top section of the ballpark. Now, you're all sitting there going, El Tipo, why'd you get tickets so high up? Well, two reasons. Number one, Marlins Park is such a well-built park that you really, no matter where you sit, is not a bad seat. And I kind of have the front row at section 311, so I'm not too worried about that. But also, very simply, no one comes up here. Downstairs is extremely packed with food lines wrapping around the ropes, little team stores, lines deep. Here, so if I want something quick to eat or I want to get something, I just get out of my seat, walk down my stairs, and hop right into a place. So if you're going to something this crazy and this busy, by all means, trust me, go to the upper deck. Hardly everyone comes up here. So guys, something really cool that the MLB All-Star Game is doing, that in the 5th inning, they're having a moment of silence where everyone stands up for cancer. Now, as most of you know, I lost my Tío Happy and my Tutuya to cancer. So you know, absolutely, I will be standing up, not only supporting the lives we lost, but the people who are currently battling. All right, guys, before I go to my seat, let's talk about a must-have souvenir. Well, first of all, this nice All-Star lanyard that they gave me for just being here. And let's talk about the program, because these programs are really nice. I have a couple of the World Series ones from where the Marlins went. I got some from almost every ballpark I've been to. But the really neat thing about this is it breaks down not only baseball history, but Marlin history. So let's say you're not a Marlin fan. You got stories about Schwarzer, Kershaw. I saw a Griffey article in here. I mean, the art of the leadoff man, really cool. They have an interview with Stanton. But let's talk about, oh wait, before we start talking about stuff, like Marlin related, because this is Marlin Family Live, and it does have an all-star scorecard, so all you people who like keeping score, there you go. I mean, reading through this, what my favorite section is, talking about baseball in Miami. Now, again, it doesn't only talk about the Miami Marlins, it talks about the Florida Marlins, it talks about the dedication, all the parks around here, and it talks about the minor league team with Satchel Paige back from the 50s. It's really cool. I mean, it even dates back to like the spring training games that used to be here. It's not all just professional. And gives like nice little numbers. 3 base runners allowed by Southpaw Al Leiter in the no-hitter. 35 consecutive hit game by Luis Castillo, a record for any second baseman. 42 home runs by Gary Sheffield in '96, a franchise single season record, which might fall this year, who knows. I mean, so many great stuff. And my personal favorite thing it does have, besides the little history, let's see if I can find it. Section dedicated to great all-star seasons by Miami Marlins or Florida Marlins, because Miami Marlins have only had, well, more than a handful, because we have had multiple games. So I highly recommend if you guys go to any all-star game, get a program, read up on the city, because it's not the only one that they tell you about Miami. Other programs tell you about the other cities that they're in. And next year, DC's is going to be really interesting. All right, guys, time for an all-star history lesson. The first all-star game was played in 1933 at the World Fair in Chicago at Comiskey Park. The all-star game was created by then sports editor of the Chicago Tribune, Arch Ward. Since then, the all-star game has happened every year except for, you know, the World War II incidents. Yeah, war just sounds... And the record by the All-Star Game is held by Cleveland Stadium and the original Yankee Stadium. This year will be Miami's first year. Next year will be the Nationals' first year, and last year was San Diego's first year. So it changes every year, and for some reason, there's a reason it goes to that park, whether it be it's new or never been. The only stadium right now that has not held the All-Star Game is Tropicana Field. I wonder why. Well, I'm here in my seat at section 311, row 1, seat 20, just like the other two games. I'm going to sit back, enjoy the baseball game, and we'll get back to you when if any happens, all right?
Okay, everyone, time to hold up those signs and stand up to cancer. 2017 MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard. We stand united in the fight against cancer with our partner Stand Up to Cancer. Please join Major League Baseball, MasterCard, Fox, and the entire baseball family in standing up to cancer. Visit standuptocancer.org to find out how you can help today.
A game, what a weekend, what an all-star accumulation, extra innings, and of course I have to be at work at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, 11:30 tomorrow morning. Oh. Which is probably Robinson Cano with that solo shot. I've had a blast, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this baseball adventures of El Tipo at the All-Star Game, All-Star Home Run Derby, All-Star Celebrity, Legends, Fan Fest. I hope you enjoyed it all. Highly recommend if you guys get a chance in the All-Star Games in your city, go. And don't forget, like, subscribe, click the notification button so you know when the next episode's up. Until next time, I'm exhausted. Let's go baseball. Let's go Marlins. Later.